And let me address the panel just for one moment. Everybody in the comments, one of my moderators is here, and that is Glock. At any time, she will mute you, or she will actually block you, depending upon how the comments are going. This is not for a bashing. This is hopefully for us, all of us, including myself, to get some answers that we have been on this app going around waiting for answers. Now, a lot of people reached out to me when I was in panels answering questions and asked me, would I try to reach out to her? And I kept sending messages through Instagram, and finally she responded. So that's how we are now. That's how we got where we are now. So be patient, work with Glock. If you get removed, I'm sorry. My mods have that power to do that. Okay, so let's get back to this. I apologize, Kels. Okay, will you go back to, again, how did you come to meet Diamond, Black Diamond?
I met her, well, I didn't meet her. I saw her one day on the FYP, and this was actually some time ago. It appeared she was at work. She had quite a platform. I was doing drive-bys. That's what I call them. I just find a live, throw a gift, and leave. And I saw her, and they were having so much fun in there. I threw a line and I left. And I remember everyone saying, "Who was that? Who did that?" And that was the fun of me on TikTok. I enjoyed that a lot.
Okay.
And she said, who threw that? And I was already gone. But you know how when you get out, you're not really gone.
Right.
And she said, "You're not going to just gloss over I got on a line."
Okay.
So the next day when I got on TikTok, I always go to the FYP first, and then I check everything. So when I went on the FYP, there she was again. So this time I went into the live and I sat there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked the group. They were picking on each other. I remember James being there, Vessel, Slim. They were having fun. Big was there. And so I threw a GIF again, and I stayed, and then I followed Diamond.
Okay, you say you saw James there?
Yeah, I believe so. I'm trying to think back when you asked me that earlier, who was there.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a bunch of people having fun.
Okay. Did you and Diamond have any business dealings?
We did not have any business dealings. There was a time a gentleman had called me, and we did discuss something we were going to be doing for Diamond. And I paused it and asked him if he would please bring her into the call, because if it's something she wants or you want, could everybody be involved? I was opening to hear it, and we did discuss a business.
Okay, could you tell us who that person was that contacted you?
It was Jermaine.
Okay. Okay, so when you said you asked that he get Black Diamond in on the call, how did that go?
It went really well. We did discuss a plan, and she basically said, "I'll let you guys handle it. Sounds good to me." And Jermaine and I talked after she left.
Who is Jermaine?
I can't remember him. It was such a long time ago. I think it was, he went by Jermaine Quick. He was like a DJ or a film guy, did movies.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember. I just remember his name, and I remember him seeing him in Diamonds Live, but that was about it. We did talk about the deal, We had arrangements about the deal, and it subsequently just didn't pop off. It just didn't happen.
Okay. Were you and Diamond friends?
We weren't friends. We're not friends. I was her supporter.
Okay, tell me about being a supporter.
Well, a supporter, just in my opinion, is someone that supports you. It's not that you're friends, but it may be in this sense. I frequented her live. I supported by being there when she went live, through gifts sometimes. We did cash apps. I frequent her live more than anybody else on this app at that time.
Okay, now let me ask you a little bit about that. When you said that you told Mr. Jermaine Quick to contact Diamond and you all, she called you back. Did she ever call you back? Did you all ever make any deals?
No, we did not make the deal.
Okay. You mind telling me why?
I don't mind telling you if this is supposed to be a transparent podcast or discussion. We had talked about, as she was growing, about billboards on I-75 with the Black Diamond Show on them.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me jump to another person. Let's talk about Jen. I'm going to get back to some things with Black Diamond, but because of so many things that have played out on this app within the last week or two, I want to incorporate some people. Tell me, are you or were you friends with Jen?
No. What I felt like it was going to become a friendship. I think we were harboring on it, but we didn't get that far. When you talk on the phone a lot or you're feeling people out, I don't use the friend term loosely. It takes a while for me personally.
Okay. So did you have mutuals, people you really rocked with on this app and maybe off?
Yes. Before I came on TikTok, there's a few people on my page. I actually knew them before I got on here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I met some, what do they say, parasocial or mutuals on here. I have about 150 phone numbers of individuals that we talk occasionally. It's not every day, but I met them on the app.
Okay. You say 150 people, you have their numbers off the app?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to come back to that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. What was your involvement with Hot Pockets?
I created the page for Hot Pocket. And by that I mean I created the email, the phone number, and the login for that page. I did create the name of that page.
How did you come up with Hot Pockets?
I don't even know.
Okay.
It just, I don't even know why I came up with that name.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit more about Hot Pockets. When you created the page, did you have anyone working with you on that page?
I did. Jen worked with me on the page.
Okay. How long was the page up? When did you, start it?
It started August of 2023 and went till October of that same year. 2 months.
To October?
Yes.
Okay. Is the page still active right now?
No, ma'am, it's not. I mean, it's active. It's not producing anything, if that's what you mean. Are more videos leaving that page? No, it's not.
Okay. So people can still see that page, right?
Yes.
Who's a part of it or who's not?
The people that are part of it can still see the page.
Okay. Okay. Pertaining to that page, who did the? You said you made the page. You did the login. You did the email address and the phone number for that page, right?
Yes.
Who made the videos?
Well, I tried, but I'm not a blogger, so I would capture something and send it to Jen, or she would send it to me, and we would collaborate about what video was going to go up on the page. So either she would send or I would send, but it was joint.
Okay. Which videos did you? Which videos did she really work with?
She worked with the Diamond videos.
Was she paid?
Oh, no, ma'am. Paid? No, ma'am.
Okay. Did she ever ask for money or get money from you?
Yes, she did. She did. She asked for candle inventory money, Reborn on her other business money, food money, cigarette money, groceries. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me stop right there. When you say she got money for all of those things, this was not for her working the page?
Oh, no. No. Not at all. Not that I know of. She had asked for money, I felt like, because she needed it.
So she would ask you for it?
Yes.
Did you give, okay, like a total, did whatever she asked for, did you just give it to her?
Yes, every time she asked, I just gave it, like anybody on the app. Anybody that came to my inbox or anybody that asked me, I would just give it to them.
Wait.
I-
Wait. So what do you mean anybody who would ask you, you would give money?
My inbox stayed kind of full on TikTok.
Like who?
And my phone, too. People just normally get to know you and they ask. I didn't find anything about that even now to be strange. When somebody asks for something and they need help, I just will help them if I can.
Okay. Okay. Do you mind me asking you, like, you said you would give money to anyone. Like, what would people ask you for money for?
Oh my God, where do I begin? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. It could be anything. It could be groceries, power bills, interview, Uber rides, outfits for a job, a car payment. Did I say car payment? How about what they didn't ask for? Nothing was really something that somebody didn't ask for.
Okay, let me
I'm sorry. I don't know how
No,
to do it.
you blowing my mind with this one. Like, how much have you given to people? You say anybody on the app might ask you for money, right? Or for things, right?
Yes.
Like, how much have you? Okay, were these loans or gifts?
They were never loans. They were always gifts. No one has ever paid me back, nor did I ask for that. I'm not a good receiver.
Okay, like, how much have you donated or given to the people on this app then, approximately? Do you have any idea?
Yes, I keep a spreadsheet on what I spend here because I am a budget type person. Although it would appear I'm flamboyant with it, I do calculate it. So in the FY23, so 2023, let's just say that year.
Uh-huh.
In gifts, it's about $60K, and for cash apps, about $7,500.
Wait.
I mean, even the Lion event, the recent event that I had, that Lion event is what, $3,500 for the 8 Lion. Now, mind you, people did ask, and there were people that didn't ask. So if I felt compelled, there's ladies and gentlemen on here that didn't ask me for anything. But when you go to their live and they need help and they got their Cash App up, I would just give it. That's not really an ask. That's an ask of everybody.
Okay, wait. Let's give me these numbers again. You said $60K.
Yes.
And that was for what?
That's for gifting. Just on the app. I would get gift banned every 3-5 days on this app. I would get a gift ban for that.
So you
TikTok
mean
ban me.
So you mean like going to okay, I remember when I did a spotlight for you on one of your winners, and I think you gave them like 8, if I remember correctly, 8 lions. So you're talking about like that, $60K in gifts like that.
Yes, for the whole year. For the whole year, that came to that total. So it didn't mean just one area. It means throughout the TikTok app. Does that make sense?
For me, it doesn't, but I understand what you're saying because you have me in a because it's, for me, it's absolutely no way 60,000 would be on a TikTok app. So, that's why I'm like, what? But, I get it. Okay, now let's talk about cash apps then, or however you would give money. How much do you think you gave in that?
In that year, the same year was $7,500. Not so much. See, just $7,500 in cash apps total.
Just okay. Let's go back to some of the things that you said when you would on the 7,500s. You said like car notes. What else?
Electric bills, food, Ubers, outfits for interviews. I mean, I help people get jobs on here, a few people.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how did these people know to come to you to ask for these things?
I don't really know. I think it is attached to the gifting. When you go into somebody's live and you're throwing gifts, I know when I got out of the live, I would have a bunch of requests for follows. And I was never on this platform to be a creator, influencer, or have a big account. So I would normally not accept any of the people because, come on now. But some of them in there, I was like, I'd look at their pages. Each one of them, I would go and look at them and say, oh, that's pretty good content. I'm going to take this person. And from taking the people, from visiting lives and throwing gifts and leaving, I followed some.
Okay. Now, I remember we said we were going to, this was just going to be a conversation. So if you at any time don't like something that I ask, it's nothing personal. It's just some things that I think when you say something might have someone to come up with a question like myself. But being 60K given on this app, was that in the Black TikTok side?
Yes, there are only two. Well, I have 3 people on my page that are not. We're just saying it, right? They're not black. Okay, they're white as me.
Okay.
And those 3 people, I knew them before TikTok.
Okay.
One was in the military with me. So, but majority, no, just 3 people on this side. That's it.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you, and I know we might go off topic for a second, but I'm still stuck on this 60K that you gave to our black side of TikTok. I've been hearing in a lot of lives about you bought your way through TikTok. And 60K, I couldn't see myself giving 60K to strangers that I really didn't know on this app. 60K to nonprofits, would do a lot of good. And you were just gifting.
Well, I also give in my community and my real life, my private life. I give to nonprofit, I give to shelters, I give to the homeless. So my weekends are kind of full. I do this outside the app as well.
Okay.
It's not privileged to this area. It's in my real life that I do this.
Okay. I just, and the reason I'm asking you this, and it's not to be disrespectful, but, for me to move around the app and I hear that you bought, or I hear that you're buying your way through these apps, and to be on a TikTok side, just in my opinion, if you've given that much money, that should have helped a lot of my community out. So I am going to have some conversations on why would people think that you're buying, because I haven't personally known anyone on these TikTok streets that I'm aware of that have given $10,000 to any of us on this app. So that's, where I'm looking at how appreciative, maybe we should have been versus, I'm just stuck on the 60,000 that you've given. And I wonder, do my TikTok family know that you've given that amount of money?
I don't know. The first time that I heard that uh, I shouldn't be in a black space, that you have no business in these spaces, you're trying to buy your space in a black community, was a little disheartening. But at the same, I did it because I wanted to do it. Nobody forced me. Nobody took advantage. I wanted to do it because I felt like making somebody's day better.
Wow.
Just for a minute, it's not going to fix it. What I thought about is what I was seeing, and I hadn't seen this before I came on the app. I come from a different place in my life. It's tough out there.
Absolutely.
And there are real people on this app that really need assistance. They really, really need it. I got a Cash App today. I have stopped gifting, by the way. I've stopped Cash Apping ever since March 3rd.
These people are going to be shocked and be disappointed now that you're saying that, but go ahead.
I had to stop. I got some really nasty inboxes on TikTok, and I'm sorry.
Wait. I'm not trying to get too personal, and I apologize. Because, I'm not a big gifter, so I can't imagine how you would feel if you've been giving a lot of money to people and you get nasty messages. So I want to apologize to you because that's not what I was trying to do. I am trying to ask some questions so people can understand. So I apologize if by any means is this offending you.
It's okay. You're not offending me.
Okay. Tell me, we can change the subject, but like what kind of messages would you get?
Oh, they were so bad. They were really, really bad. I would get messages like, now I'm going to paraphrase some of these messages, but they're like, Whitey, go home. Whitey, you don't need to be here in these black spaces. I would get stuff like, what are you trying to prove? You can't buy people. Are you trying to buy the affections of others? What is your intention? What are you up to? There were some bad ones. I'd rather not repeat on here.
Okay, I can respect that. Absolutely. Now, okay, were those messages from people that you've given money to, or you've gifted, or just randomly hearing about you?
They were never from people that I had gifted or given money to.
Okay. Well then, for the haters, me personally, and if you've given $60K and $7,500 in cash apps and helping the people in giving that money, or you're gifting or helping that's helping my side. And it's not your side that is helping, it's helping my side. So I want to say thank you for doing that. Now, let's I see you getting emotional about that. Where with me, if I had given, and see, again, different sides, if I had given 60,000 and I had gotten any kind of messages, it would be over for me. I'm just speaking on myself. So, we have a different kind of get back. Yours is your feeling
person. The Cash App isn't for the individual that asks. I never discount the ask, right?
Okay.
It's for me. It makes me feel good to do the right thing, to be a good human. So when I wake up in the morning, and I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. Right from wrong, right?
Right.
It's the right thing. And when I wake up in the morning, I never say, "Oh God, thanks for getting me up today." When I wake up, I say, "Thanks for getting me up today." 3 people that I did something for. It can be more, but I'm not going to bed until I've done something for somebody.
Right. Okay.
So that's really what the gifting and the Cash App. In my community, there's a lot. There's a real lot. We have sleeping with the homeless. Most of my subs, I do construction on the side of my life. Mm-hmm. I have 14 subs, and all of them are felons. In fact, I don't take anybody that isn't a felon, because they don't have the "don't check the block" over here. You have to check the block.
Okay. So
felons coming out don't have opportunities for jobs. I mean, maybe you could go to McDonald's, maybe.
Okay.
But that can't support a family. So I take in a lot of.
Oh, okay.
I'll be sitting talking to them so long I've missed it. I bumped into a lady one time who talked to me, and she said, "You don't know me?" And I said, "No, ma'am, I don't." Well, she was in the military with me, and she's been homeless under that bridge since she got kicked out of the military.
Okay.
But it took a while. I like the community. I like helping where I can.
Okay. I really appreciate that. One of the haters in the comment asked, they wanted to know what were some of the things you were doing in the community. And thank you for that, and thank you for helping the people that's on this app. Or you did. You said she stopped because she was getting awful messages, and she thought she was doing something nice. So
And it's hard on me. I got to tell you, it's so hard on me. It's like being on a diet and you want to cheat so bad.
So you really want to help.
I really want to go back to gifting really bad. It's killing me.
Okay, well, just stop for right now, so that we can get all of this cleared up, and hopefully people can understand you. And if you do, then they can appreciate it. Okay. Now let me get back to the subject at hand. Now I've seen a lot of things on the app for this week, and I want to get back to Jen. Did Jen ever tell you Diamond's personal affairs or her address or anything?
And that's an awful question. That is really a bad question.
Yeah, but we said we were going to go into some subjects, and the people on the app have heard so many different things that is causing a lot of problems on this app right now. And they've been asking for your side. So, if you don't mind, answer that for us.
Jen did discuss with me Diamond. I don't know so much was it her personal affairs, but she told me how she felt about her and how she was hurt by her.
Okay, tell us about that.
Jen was, and I did see a live one time where Jen and Vessel, something had happened, and I remember Jen calling me very upset that Vessel and her were on the phone, and she said that he said that he had been with Diamond. Now, when we talked about it, I didn't feel that was business for me. And I
wait. Say that again, please.
Jen said that Vessel had told her that he had slept with Diamond.
Okay.
I immediately didn't believe it. I really didn't. And here's why. When I met Jen, like you asked me earlier, where did I meet her from?
Yes.
I didn't meet her on Diamond's platform. She was in a circle where we frequented. And the host where we went, Vessel was there.
Wait.
Trey was there.
Okay.
Poetic was there. Jen was there. Jaywalk was there.
So you knew them on the other side of TikTok?
Yes. So when almost all of us had left there, except for Vessel, I still love that lady, that host. Okay, so when I came over to Diamond's side, I saw Jen in the comments, I saw Trey and Poetic in the comments, and I saw Jaywalk and Vessel up in the panel. So when I came over, I was like, oh, here you guys are. And I was glad that I chose to follow Diamond, because we were just over there. And it was so much fun in her live. I was enjoying it. I liked Diamond. I had a feeling before, something personal with me.
Wait, because I'm going to ask you one of my questions.
I can feel it coming.
Yeah, one of my questions is going to be about Diamond. But right now, I want to get back to Jen, because I want to know about this personal information that Jen said in one of the lives yesterday, that allegedly she dropped the street address of Diamond. And I'm going to ask you, did she ever tell you about that? And how long has she known about that?
You know what? I got a text message about that today. And I'm not on that side anymore. So when I heard that, I was confused. I was puzzled, because Jen told me about Vessel. She told me about Dez and swore me to the secrecy. Do not tell. Dez only told me She doesn't want this out. And I said, you got to tell Diamond.
What she didn't want out?
Jen says she got an inbox on TikTok from Des that Vessel supposedly wanted to show her where Diamond lived at the gala.
Okay.
Now, that made an issue with she and I, because I'm a supporter. I don't owe that. But you, as much as you're upset with her now, you say you're loyal, you don't lie to her, you love her. I said, why, just tell her.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked her a couple of times, if Diamond would say to you today, Jen, you know what, I'm sorry, Jen. Would you take the apology and go back? She said, absolutely. Kelly, I miss her. I was a little shocked by that, because she was so bitter about doing the editing. She said, Poetic took my job. Poetic took my job. And I've been fired, and I'm no longer getting paid by Diamond to be the editor. And I said, did you discuss it with her? Did you, Jen? But it's not my place to go to Diamond with that.
Right.
I'm not close to Diamond. I'm not her friend. I didn't owe it. We stopped talking, actually, both of us. But someone that close to you, just please tell her.
Okay, so now with her telling you all of that personal information, did she tell you that she knew Diamond's address?
No, that was news today, and I was confused. I'm puzzled about that, because you told me about Vessel supposed to have slept with her. You told me about Des, and you said nothing about the address. Today made me think you had to have just received that. And Vessel and you guys don't talk anymore, so Vessel didn't give you the address of her place. It's just my opinion. She would have asked, if she had information like that, oh, she'd have said it.
So she would tell you really personal things?
Yes, I think she did.
Okay.
I mean, look at Trey. We were all over there. When it came time she needed money for her businesses,
Mm-hmm.
I think I gave her, and I can look these up, on the PayPal, $500 for the reborns. She had mentioned Trey is complaining about her candle order. She's not got her candles yet. And I said, well, how long is it going to be? How long has she been waiting? And she said, well, I told her it's a one-woman shop, and you just got to be patient with me. Well, I said, well, how long has it been? And she said, it's been about 6 months. And I said, well, hell, Jen, I'd want my candle too. What? 6 months? I said, just give her money back if you can't give her the candles. And she said, I don't have it anymore. And I asked her, how much was it? And I think it was like $100.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what she asked me for. And I said, well, I'll pay it. You give it back to Trey. Don't make her wait on these candles. So I don't know, in fact, if Trey ever got the candles or Trey didn't get them. If she got them, they were kind of paid for twice. But I said, please give that lady her money back if you can't give her the candles.
Well, I'm going to have to ask, let me write this down. I'm going to have to ask Trey about these candles. Okay. Wow. Okay. Again. So it's a no. You don't feel as though Jen knew the address a while back.
If she did, she didn't say it to me, but I find that I'm a little curious about that, because and never held back. I think she would have said that to me. That was news that I heard just today, matter of fact.
Okay, okay. Well, let me ask you this. Do you have anything against Diamond, Black Diamond?
No, I absolutely don't have anything against Diamond. I pulled away for my own personal feeling. When the live happened with Siobhan, I got a lot of screenshots from people. I wasn't there. And it was mentioned a couple times on Siobhan Live where she said, hey, Diamond, you're in here again. And I think it was 3 times she was in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was getting drug all over the place.
Okay.
Me and some other people were getting drug on that live.
Okay.
And I thought that Diamond, maybe a day or two after that, would have called and said something to me about it. Like, hey, Kelly, I heard about the live. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Diamond and I were pretty good on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't friends or anything, but we did text, we did call, and they were casual conversations. But I remember Diamond calling me after Trina and I had a spat, Catch Me and I had a run-in, and Diamond and Jermaine both were on my phone texting me, don't give that energy to them, Kelly, don't go to that level, it's okay. I have that.
You said who?
Trina and Catch Me. And because she had inquired before, hey, are you okay? Hey, don't worry about that. When the Siobhan thing happened and she didn't do it, it was okay. She didn't have to. I'm a big girl. You don't have to check on me. But the movement changed. You did that before. And
Okay.
I found that odd. I waited. It was like a week. There was a little more time than that. And I was like, okay, well, she agrees with everything Siobhan said in the live. Let me just leave her alone. And I went my way.
Okay. I did hear that you felt some kind of way about a Siobhan situation. But did you ever feel as though you needed clarity on that versus assuming?
On Diamond's feeling?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you asked me. Clarity from whom?
To know that it was some kind of feeling was the case.
You know,
Okay.
she normally checks, but in speaking with Jen, sending it home, she really convinced me you're really not supposed to be in those spaces. You shouldn't be gifting, and Diamond don't care about you. And Kelly, you don't have any business over there. So by her not contacting me, that there were some things that Jen said that kind of came into fruition. Although I was hesitant to believe that, it was even with Hoover. I don't know Hoover. He's probably a really nice guy. I don't know anything about him. We don't follow each other. We've never spoken in the comments, in a panel. I don't know this gentleman.
Okay.
But
So, I'm sorry. So, you were having conversations with Jen about, okay, who would initiate the conversation when you would talk about Hoover or when you would talk about Diamond?
Jen. Now, I did ask her, did she feel like it was odd that Diamond didn't say anything about Siobhan's live to me, because I didn't know anything about it. And then when I got all these screenshots and they said she was there, that's when Jen talked to me about it.
Wow. Okay. So did Jen tell you she had major issues with Diamond, or you assume that because she was doing those videos on Hot Pocket?
Ask me that again.
Okay.
I think I'm tracking, but I'm not sure.
Okay. So, did Jen tell you that she had issues with Diamond, or were you assuming that because of all of the videos she did about Diamond on Hot Pocket?
Oh no, she told me the issues. She had colorful names for Diamond. And I won't say those on here. She had major issues. She didn't like being accused of that whole thing with Vessel and Trey, the editing. She was very, very upset.
Okay, a lot of people may not be aware of Hot Pocket. I am. And I've seen some of the videos that are on Hot Pocket. And for me, it shows that there were some people that were being targeted on the page. And was Jen doing that on purpose?
In my opinion, yes.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. I became familiar with Hot Pockets during the time when everybody was coming over to you all because no one would accept us. That was really, really, really wild. I mean, everybody would be asking to be a part of Hot Pockets, but it was only, which I thought, and I have apologized, I thought that it was the $2 page because that's the only place that we could see Hot Pockets, the videos that were being played. Were they aware that this page was yours and being uploaded by Jen?
No. $2 had no idea that it was Jen and I.
Absolutely. Okay. So who decided who would be on the page?
Jen. Because there were people that asked, and we looked at who the requests were. It was, Diamond and Thibodeau and there were so many people, right? She did not want them in there. When Hoover had requested, she said, oh no, just wants to see the Diamond videos. So like I was going to say, with Hoover, I never had an issue with the gentleman. From what I see, I think he's a pretty nice guy. I don't know, when I was over there before. But the text or the inbox that he sent Nikor to show us in the $2, I found out how Hoover felt about me. And I was kind of blown away.
Okay, let me ask you this. I see a couple of questions. Let me go back. Okay, this question puts me back into the videos I've seen on Hot Pocket, and some of you all in the comments or who may be watching may not have seen the videos, but they were kind of bad. And now let's go back to the text messages that you sent me. On one of the text messages, it said, you asked for permission, and I'm going to, I'm going to drop those text messages, and I'm going to point out some things that I'm talking about right now, so that I had it to be dropped, but time got away from me, so you weren't able to see these blown up text messages that I have, to understand what I'm talking about. But you'll be able to go to it and see it. Now, on one of the text messages, there was 2 comments that was made by Hoover. One is a picture of someone adding Hoover, that Jen sent to you because it was on her side. And wait a minute. Wait, something's going on. It's asking me to. Okay, I had to verify it was me. I'm sorry, you all. I was just, okay. I apologize, you all. There was a comment that someone added Hoover to say, look what they're doing. Then down at the bottom, if I'm not mistaken, Hoover added Jen and said, explain this. So were people asking you, any of you all personally, about that page? Or were they speculating that it was you and Jen?
I don't really know if they were asking or speculating. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay.
I'm looking at a comment, $2 said. There was, and I have, all of these lives from back last year, and I've been going through them because I wanted to see, did I ever catch a glimpse? I caught Jen saying, hey, make sure you watch what we're doing Tuesday.
Right. I remember that.
Okay. And a video was dropped of Diamond. So would you all be egging on? And the reason I'm saying you all is simply because of you two owning the page or working and owning the page. So that's the reason I'm saying you two. Now, mind you, I did hear Jen was the one saying it, but I'm going to say this. So were you all egging people on to watch that on $2 so that people could see what was being done to Diamond?
I was not egging it on. I don't know about that, but I do know that movie night was every night over there. So we had to work pretty hard to get those videos in time for movie night. And that egg on came from Jen to me. So not in there.
Okay.
Was there egg on to, no.
Okay, absolutely.
I mean, not for me personally. I wasn't egging.
Okay. I mean, that was just from a person observing, and I do have the clips that, I will drop so that people could understand what the reason I'm asking some of these questions. Now, I'm going to flip-flop because, some people want to know certain things and some want to know others. Okay. Do you know where Diamond live?
No idea.